All right, boys, Artisan Cutlery Cazador. Cazador? Hold on. I got mine from White Mountain Knives. And, oh, if you want the natural G10, which would be a great option, $74.99, or the one I got, $85.69, because it's micarta. Now, the thing is that expensive? Well, I don't know. I mean, you've got this titanium backspacer, nice titanium pocket clip, micarta, surround on the pivot, and crucible powder metallurgy, AR, RPM 9. So this is their proprietary steel that Artisan had made. Kind of a cool thing to do, you know? I mean, who else that's like in their particular class is doing their own proprietary steel? So I thought that was kind of interesting. And I get the impression, I think that this is like a 9CR18 that's a powdered metallurgy. And there may be some additional ingredient in there to kind of make it more wear resistant. But I'm not sure because I don't have the formula in front of me right now. But so, okay. So it's a stainless. And will it cut anything? I don't know. Let's see if we got a piece of paper we can cut on. Wow. I'm trying to, you know, it was so weird. Whew, man, that's sharp. That is way sharp. Whew. Low. But, you know, I don't know who the designer is. I never saw anybody credited. If you guys know, put it in the comments section. I looked on their Instagram. I looked on Artisan. And then on this one, it doesn't say anything on White Mountain either. But that's where I got it from. And I saw it, and there's some Artisan cutlery knives I'm not excited about. But this one I thought was really a unique design. Get right up on here, and you can get, you know, you can get right up on the work, and yet, wow, that's sharp. You know, and you could do a lot of work. I mean, a lot of stuff I do is, let's see, what do you use your knife for, LTK? I use my knife to open boxes that contain other knives, because it's like Christmas. You know, my wife is like, another box for you. So I'm going to cut it open with glee. And this one really works well. And then I recycle boxes for my table sales, right? So if I get a nice box in that is really usable, I want to get the label off of it. I can pick the label off with this tip. So you can do it to pick labels, or, you know, just piercing, slicing. That it's interesting. And, you know, one guy was gone, this is like a fish with a big eye, you know, and I've seen that kind of fish before. I can't remember. It's not tuna, is it? Whatever it is that has the big eye, but that kind of, you know, reaches out and gets to you. And you've got a contoured micarta handle. I'm sure the natural G10 would be nice because you could dye it any color you want, basically. So that might be actually fascinating. And this micarta is real grippy. It's that kind of burlap micarta. I don't know if it's burlap or if it's linen. Don't see right now, but weigh it up. It's not a small knife either. Oop, kick it, bring it loose. About 90 grams, okay? So that's not very heavy. Yeah, a little over 3 ounces, 3.16 ounces. Whew. She's not a tiny knife either. You got, not quite 3.5 inch blade, but 3.3, 3.35, and then down to the back of that choil, it is 3.5. So you don't have 90, you got 85 millimeter, and it's under 8 inches. So it's not a tiny knife. It's kind of just a regular size EDC at, you know, 7.8, you know, 7 to 7/8 inches at 20 centimeters. So what's your paramilitary 2? Is that 21 and a half centimeters? So it's not much difference. But man, the PM2 weighs, the one I have weighs 3.8 ounces. So this is under that weight with damn near as much blade. Oh, let me grab this. 1/2 inch thick, 12.9 millimeters blade. Aha, there we go. Why is it slicing so good? 2.5 millimeters at 0.10. So no, it's not heavy blade stock. And it slices really good. So it's an interesting knife. Let me see. Here's your pass through here to break it loose. And there it is. And there it drops. And I haven't messed with this pivot at all. And sometimes they come wound up a little tight and you kind of have to break them and loosen them a little bit. And I think these are probably number 8s here. No. That's a number 9 if it's anything, and it might be a 10. Oh, that's a 10. Wow, that's, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Hey, you guys, I know you always wanted to have a 10. And let's see if we can break it loose on one side or the other. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you don't want to give it too much gumption on one side because it's probably got a D-shaped pivot. It's probably you're not going to get it open, period. So, drop. Yeah, you can adjust that a little bit. And so I'm going to give it a little bit more leverage there. Let's make sure we don't have any play. Now what is our drop like? Yeah. We'll take it apart and lube it up and do some stuff, and we'll see what it's like. But yeah, it's got a reasonably decent drop. Fidget friendly. You know, the flipper tab hits you on the thumb, so you don't get cut by the blade. And blade's pretty light anyhow. The Cazador. Nice to have a backspacer. You got a little pin for a lanyard, so they didn't drill a hole through the whole thing, and that's kind of nice. Pocket clip, of course, it's a titanium one, so it's not a stamped one. These are a little, probably less likely to be as wonderfully utilitarian as a stamped steel one, but I mean, you know, that's the way you go for looks right there. You go for style points. Actually, it slid in and out of my pocket okay. It's not really a deep carry, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So, okay. Interesting. I think this is just one of those knives you get because you really like the style. But then, you know what? The AR RPM 9 blade steel, I think, is a plus. The micarta is a plus. The titanium accents are a plus. There's a lot of pluses to this. Ergos are great. There's just such a neutral handle here. Reverse grip is comfortable as well. There's my balance point on here. Let's look at blade to handle length. And you know what? We're good. We're good. And design flow is great. I just didn't see a designer credited with this, but whoever did it, I mean, you just drew an elongated oval and went from there, right? And, you know, the simplicity in the design is something that seems to attract me. So, flipper tab, no jimping on it. But I don't know if it needs to. Well, I can fail it. So, of course, now that I loosened the pivot a little bit. But, okay, I'm a pretty lazy flip. Kicks it right open. Positive lockup. Oh, yeah. Whew. That's 60% probably, right? And, of course, the liners are visible, so they're not nested or anything. It makes it feel like it's a lot tougher, more structural when you don't have those thin little nested liners. But then again, some guys just don't like seeing the liners. I like to. I do. But I'd say D10, you know, 4 on my scale, not a 5 or 5.5, nothing that strong. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Yeah, even with a light blade, I can throw it out. So, yeah, I'd give it maybe a solid 4, but nothing stronger than that. So I think we figured out, we figured one thing out. We're not turning this, okay? We're not going to turn that side. So if you see this video before you buy one, beware. One of those sides is not going to turn because it's not made to turn. And there's a reason, because it's a D-shaped pivot. So this baby, she ain't going to turn. So don't just screw these things up. Wow, okay, so we've got a washer, and I don't know why. Really, really thin metal washer. And then we got the pivot screw, and then we got the surround. Now, is this a number? Oh, crap. Where's my number 8? I think this is a number 8. And I think it is a number 8. Really strange, huh? So, okay, hold on. Get out of there. This is my number 6. Put the number 8 in this little gizmo. Come on, feed it through the... I can't see through the camera worth of crap half the time. And I'm probably turning everything, right? Yeah. So now if we want to break it loose, we've got to hold this thing in place, which is a number 6, which really makes me nervous. You know, your ability to get a wrench to really hold a number 6 if it's under pressure is not as good as a number 8. So let's see if we can roll this baby loose. Okay. Okay. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And we got this lovely thing. How much thread locker did we get on there? Thank you so much. Let me make the choice next time. You don't need to make it for me. Okay, we got a liner. We can do that. Can we take the liner off? Yes, we can. We're allowed to do that. And this is the presentation side. And so is this. And there's your little lanyard pin area. And it's definitely skeletonized. And you got ceramic bearings, which I would expect when you have a knife that's in this price range. And yeah, looks like a little burn mark to me, doesn't it, to you? But then again, not sure that it would really affect anything out in here. So, and here we are with our D-shaped pivot that, you know, you can see this was probably a big no-no. Yeah. Let's see where this is. Take a look at this, and we're okay. And there's the surround. Just like that. So yeah, that's going to come through here and hold everything in place. And flat spot to flat spot, pop it through. And we can put some bearings in here. And let's see what we can do here. A little bit of lube. Put a blade on. You can see that the stop is built into the blade and it runs on that track right there. Kick that around, compress this lock bar spring, and then put our other set of bearings in here. Wow, they're hiding from me for some reason. And we got to put this, and of course we got that lanyard pin here, and that should be all she wrote. The actual D shape is on this side, not on this side, so it'll kick right through there, and you can see where the stop rolls from one side to the other. Then we've got an outer, since we have no screws going through this. We have this outer scale, which we can put right here, but, I mean, we got this surround, and I'm not sure why we needed anything here. I'm not sure why I needed that shim. Let me put this through here and see if there was a reason for that to be in. Oh, crap. I don't have the right. Let's try this. Was it too much below grade here? Well, it doesn't look much different than that side. And we're not quite centered, but we're really close. So let's put the 10 back in here. Well, that looks okay. I probably got it a little tight. That looks centered. The action seems fine. That is so incredibly thin. I'm not sure it makes a difference, and I'm not sure. Do you see anything that means that that shim ought to be in there? There's the back side, no shim. Front side, shim. I don't see it. I don't think it needs it. That's weird. Okay. Now, I only got one other screw, and this was the stubborn little bastard that wouldn't come out. And it's a number 8. And let's just hand tighten that one up first. Hold the screw on the other side. We're good. Kicking the 10 and the 8 back and forth. Okay, we're good. Everything's hunky-dory and squared away. Yeah. Back with the Cazador, and it comes in a box, and it comes in a velvet type pouch, and inside is some plastic in here that the knife comes in, and then you get paperwork just like that. And does it say Cazador? No, it doesn't. It's very strange. Okay, whatever. I mean, you know, not like I made it. I could just criticize it, that's all. But no, I mean, I like the knife. I like the design and all that kind of stuff. It's just curious that they didn't put the name on the paperwork or anywhere on the box here. Oh well. Nice knife though, interesting I think, and it's relatively budget, you know, price range. I mean, some people think $350 knife is budget range, you know. And to me, if it's under 100, yeah, okay, it probably fits into that category. Nice, really sharp, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Love them knives, sub to my channel or else, and stay sharp.